Well, my goodness sakes alive, I can't believe what's going on in here today. We got the big fat stud in here. He's got the trashy nymphomaniac with him. We've got the alcoholics with their hands in their pockets. I can't believe it. Man, they're in here getting their bums kicked, tires, tricks, dicks, and big pricks. I'm 66. Are you guys ready to cruise the mother road?
Ready.
Okay, let's get out there in that Corvette. Let's turn the key on. Let's put the pedal to the metal. Let's throw it in gear. And let's leave rubber all the way down Route 66.
Traveling Route 66 allows you to see the vast diversity of the United States. We've left the pasture lands of Oklahoma and the farmlands of the Texas Panhandle and now are in the deserts of New Mexico, Arizona, heading towards the vast Mojave in California.
So once you leave Santa Rosa, there's two paths that you can take. The pre-1937 Route 66 and the post. Now we're taking the pre, which routes us up through Santa Fe and then back down to Albuquerque. The post 37 just cuts straight by Santa Fe. They said, sayonara, nothing to see here, Santa Fe, and went straight to Albuquerque. We're going to do the older route, and you'll see that a lot along the road, is that there are pre- and post-date roads where they've moved the road over time. We're just entering the Glorieta Pass battlefield, which is just east of Glorieta, New Mexico. And this is a surprise to me because I didn't realize that there were Civil War battles this far west. But this was a site between the Union and the Confederacy in 1862, and it's kind of surprising.
One really interesting part of this section of the road through New Mexico is that it actually follows the route of the old Camino Real, which was a Spanish road that linked Mexico City with El Paso.
I fear in the process we're just driving through the neighborhoods aimlessly. What? Well, there it is. But I think that is the essence of travel. You get lost and you find your way again, or you get lost on purpose. Okay, I think we found it. I hope its sign doesn't say no trespassing. We're not sure when this was built, but clearly it shows the influence of the original Spanish settlers, or for deference, the original European Spanish settlers to the area, bringing their culture and heritage. An outdoor cook's dream. Almost all the houses here have these great outdoor ovens. That would be so much fun to cook with. The wind has just picked up. That just picked up immediately. We've got dust blowing around, the flag you can see going nuts. We've got another rainstorm coming in. This will make 4 days out of 4 that it looks like we may be camping in the rain. Hopefully we can avoid setting up in the rain. But so far we're batting 1,000. we actually made it to camp tonight before it got dark, so thumbs up for that. We are supposed to get rain tonight, and if we do, that'll be batting 1,000 for us. We're in Gallup, New Mexico. Neat little town with a lot of cool areas. They actually had a street party going on tonight. 3 blocks were blocked off. They had a band playing. It was pretty cool. As far as the campsite, we sort of went out on a limb. We booked a tent site in an RV park, and I wouldn't say that it's optimal. You might be able to hear now. We are right by the Burlington Northern line, right by Route 66, and behind us is the airport. So we've got planes, trains, and automobiles all contributing to the noise that we're going to hear all night. And the tent site is right under a light post. So our tent is lit up like the neon signs on Route 66. This is going to be more like taking an afternoon nap than going to bed at night, I think, but we're going to make do. Dinner is done. We've got our dram of Jameson's Black. It's the first time I've ever had that. Pretty tasty. And we are going to finish these whiskeys and jump into the tent. So we'll talk to you tomorrow. We had to do it once, at least on a trip. We stopped at the Painted Desert Indian Center for Native American art and crafts and things, and Camera Lady found a souvenir, believe that or not. It's actually a trinket, I think. But the place was cool. It had all kinds of really neat pottery and handmade crafts, and as like any roadside attraction worth its salt on Route 66, it's got some giant plastic things. In this case, it happens to be a T-Rex that has apparently killed and is getting ready to eat a Triceratops. And there's 2 of them. It's crazy. There's 2 of them. And, boy, what a frightening sight. I mean, I almost tremble to walk that close to one of those things, but I think he's preoccupied with the Triceratops, so he should be okay. Now, I do have to stay off the dinosaur. So if he comes at me, I can't jump on him and get him like they do in Jurassic Park. I guess I don't know if they do that in Jurassic Park.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. So we woke up this morning shocked to see gorgeous sunshine. It was predicted to rain and it didn't. So we were thrilled. So we made our way from Gallup, New Mexico to now we are west of Winslow, Arizona. We stopped for lunch at a rest stop. At this point, Route 66 is Interstate I-40. So we're at a restaurant on I-40. We're eating our home dehydrated quinoa and black bean salad. Very tasty. And I know this may come as a shock. There is thunder. We were rained on. It looks like a storm is coming, and our 1,000% batting average is intact. We have more rain.
All right, we have to stop at the Wigwam Motel. This is so cool.
Now, if you haven't been to the Jackrabbit, you haven't been to the Southwest. At least that's the way the old saying goes. Built in 1949, at one point in time, this trading post had signs for 100 miles trying to get you to come on in. So given that, we had to stop and check out the original Jackrabbit trading post.
We made it to Winslow, Arizona, where the official motto is "Take it easy." And we are doing just that. We're standing on a corner with the Eagles. Oh, and there's a girl in a flatbed Ford slowing down to take a look. What a fine sight to see. While in Winslow, we had to stop and see the historic La Posada Hotel. This was built in 1928, and originally it was one of the Harvey hotels. If you're not familiar with the Harvey hotels, they were a string of hotels that serviced the railroad traveling. So the first overlanders, I guess, or the first mechanical overlanders at least, by railroad. And they had a famous serving set called the Harvey Girls. So we're gonna go check this out. Well, according to my book, it said 1928, but I was mistaken. This was opened in 1930. And it was the last of the Fred Harvey hotels on the Santa Fe Railroad. It's interesting, you can actually catch Amtrak from this location. So it retains the historic rail travel theme, and I think that would be a phenomenal way to come and check out this hotel.
If you ever find yourself on the Arizona Sidewinder, make sure you keep a sharp eye out for pedestrians.